Today we're talking about something I think a lot of us feel, that nagging sense that maybe it's too late to chase a creative dream, especially when you're in your 40s. Well, we're going to dive into why that's just not true. So, is it too late? I mean, really, it's that question that just kind of hangs out in the back of your mind, right? You've got this great life, a solid career, but there's that little voice, the one that whispers, hey, what about that thing you always wanted to do? Did you miss the boat? We are going to tackle that head on because the answer, it's a huge no. Okay, let's just paint a picture here. See if this resonates with you. Maybe you have a degree in something, practical like engineering. You've climbed the ladder, built a respectable career in a field like supply chain consulting. You've basically checked all the right boxes. But then there's this other side of you, right? The side that just lights up when you're singing in the car, or baking something amazing, or knitting. You find yourself drawn to personal growth, to things that feel well, that feel like you. And that's where the friction is, isn't it? The dream's always been there, humming in the background. But so has that little voice of doubt. You know the one? It says, but I have never taken lessons. Who am I to think I can just start now? Okay, so this is where everything changes. We have to pivot because the rules of the game have been completely rewritten. And it all starts with redefining what we even mean by the word celebrity. Trust me, it's not what you're thinking. Yeah, forget the whole red carpet paparazzi thing, that's old news. Today's celebrity is so much more real. It's simply being known and maybe even loved for who you are and for the things you put out into the world. It's about building a genuine connection, not just chasing fame. So this new definition gives us a totally different map to follow. See, you don't have to be the world's best singer or baker. That's just one path, the skill-based one. But there are these two other amazing paths. The story-based path, where people connect with your journey, and the soul-based path, where they connect with the wisdom you gain along the way. And listen, this right here is the absolute key. That thing you think is a weakness, the lack of formal lessons, it's actually your superpower. For real. Nobody connects with perfection. We connect with the struggle, the progress, the journey. So your goal isn't to be the best. It's to be the most relatable learner out there. Alright? So we've got the mindset shift down. It's all about the journey. But how do you actually start? What's the first step? Let's lay out a real, tangible roadmap to get you going. First things first, and keep it simple. Just pick a place to share your stuff. Do you love to talk? Maybe a podcast or YouTube is for you. More of a quiet, reflective writer, Instagram or Substack could be perfect. And this is important, you just start. I'm talking super simple, like a post titled Learning to Sing at 40 Day 1. That's it. No pressure to be amazing, just start. Okay, now we can take that simple start and give it a little shape. Think of it less like building a brand and more like just defining your little corner of the internet. It's about inviting people in. So who are you? Maybe you're the singing mom or the mindful maker. What's your mission? Exploring creativity at 40. Your voice is just how you sound. Warm, curious, and the hook. That's the heart of it all. Learning to sing and learning myself. And look what happens when you just stick with it for a year. The first quarter, you're literally just documenting the process. Super easy. Then in Q2, you start adding reflections. You're going a little deeper. By Q3, you're confident enough to connect with other people, maybe do a duet or have a conversation. And by the end of the year, you've actually started to build a little community. See how each step just naturally flows into the next. Alright, now this next part is for all of you out there who are more on the thoughtful, steady side. This is your secret weapon. Forget chasing trends and trying to be someone you're not. This is about leaning into who you already are. We are calling it the authenticity formula. And the difference here is everything. The old way is all about going viral, creating drama, and honestly, it's exhausting. Your way, the authentic way, is about consistency. It's about depth. It's about building a real community. You're not aiming for slick and polished. You're aiming for real, and that's a path you can actually stick with and enjoy. So, what's the big takeaway here? It's that your power isn't in being the fastest or the loudest. It's in your sincerity. That's your secret sauce. That's what makes people lean in and listen. And that's what has real staying power. Okay, let's bring this all home. Because when you put all these pieces together, it becomes something so much bigger than just a hobby. This journey is really about stepping into who you were always meant to be. Just look at this transformation over, say, 2 years. You start out by simply learning to sing at 40. Then that shifts. You're not just learning anymore. You're creating at 40. And eventually, it's not even a separate thing. It's part of living fully at 40 and beyond becomes a part of you. And that is the real payoff. You go from being someone who just consumes things to someone who creates things. You actually become a voice, a kind of guidepost for other people who are on that same journey of reinvention, looking for a little more calm and creativity in their lives. So, we'll leave you with this one last thought. It is absolutely never, ever too late to start. And that quiet passion you've been holding on to the one you think no one would care about. The world is actually waiting for it because it needs your story told your way.